is the Familiar Feline ASMR. Today I wanted to show you one of my favorite books. I don't have an actual copy though. It's been out of print for a little while, and copies are about $150. So I don't have that kind of money to spend on a book. But this book is called Man After Man. It is a book written by a scientist, Dougal Dixon. And this book is an anthropology of the future. So it is different evolutionary paths that humans can take in the future. Some is like science-based, so like experiments and things within the book. And here's Neanderthal, Homo sapiens neanderthalensis. But I love evolution, and I came across this book on accident, and it's amazing. I love it. It creeps me out, and I really like being creeped out. Things like Silent Hill, House of Leaves, some episodes of like Star Trek and stuff. There is the episode in Voyager where Janeway and I think it's Tom, the engineer, they end up like fast tracking their evolution, and they end up as weird crocodile creatures. And you can see some of the wording and stuff is cut off because I printed this on my computer. But here's a little section just about how DNA works. And this is how genetic engineering works. Cell is removed, the gene is altered and replaced with a predetermined gene. The cell is replaced in the womb. An altered human being is born. So a lot of the different types of creatures in here, post-humans, are genetically engineered for different things. This is not just like an informational book. It also is its own story. It's really neat the way it was written. But it has all this information here about past species before humans. We have Ramapithecus, Australopithecus, Australopithecus africanus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, and Homo sapien neanderthalensis, which is Neanderthals. And then here is a timeline of the different species in the book. And here's the first engineered human. I'll try to kind of tell you what they are from memory from reading it. This is the aquamorph, which is a human that is bred to breathe and live underwater, and they're building something. I can't remember exactly what, but they're created to build something so that, like, elite humans, really smart humans, or really rich ones, can leave the earth before, I can't remember if it's a nuclear apocalypse or what happens in the story. But this is a vacuumorph. So this is an engineered human that can live in a vacuum, so out in space. So they're used to build the spaceships and stuff. And I do like how it shows like the inside, and then a few different kind of little informations about them. Without sound, communication in space must be by touch, using their sensitive whiskers. I couldn't read that word. And it goes into pretty good detail about how kind of such a creature could be. But that's the best part, is the drawings. The artwork for this book is so cool. So this is Jemez Smoot. He is a Homo sapien, so the same as us. An ungenetically altered human. And he is like the elite, so super smart. So he gets to go in the rocket ship to escape the Earth as it's dying. And these are the humans that are left behind. This chapter is neat because it goes into like a Fallout situation where everybody's just kind of fighting over scraps, fighting for survival. And this one is one of my favorites. This is the high-tech Homo sapien, let's see, Homo sapien machina dumentium, machina diamentium. So this is when humans have become weak, their bodies are kind of starting to decay. This is 300 years hence. So after the war and stuff started. But all of these machine parts plants kind of keep them alive. It's a bookmark, probably my son's. And here is a plains dweller. Now here's where we get into the genetically altered humans that are left behind on the planet. So they're made to survive a post society in different kinds of climates. So this one is called the plains dweller. Homo, it's hard to read, Homo campus fabricatus. Blade-like calluses provide the plains dweller with some degree of protection, as well as cutting through tough stems. So they have a blade here built in to the side of their hands, and they have long legs and very large feet. And it just goes into detail about how that would help this type of creature survive. And here is the forest dweller. This one is ape-like arms and long fingers allow the forest dweller to swing in the canopy of the trees, while his strong prehensile toes can grip the branches tightly. A heavy jaw is adapted to cracking nuts. And then in the story, it goes back and forth. So here's a little bit more about the high tech. And here are some more Homo sapiens sapiens. These are 500 years hence. So isolated groups across the earth of humans are still alive. And the temperate woodland dweller. And these creatures just get crazier and crazier as the book goes on. There's one. This is a tick. So they have organs and things just kind of grafted onto their bodies. Genetic engineering is not so far advanced that something grown artificially can match the complexity of 3,500 million years of evolution. Grafted organs. Yeah, so that's right. So it's just all these grafted organs on these creatures. I can't remember why. I think you can see kind of the broken buildings and stuff in the background. I think it's just how they're able to survive. Oh, and there's the aquamorphs. Again, the Tundra Dweller. So this one is the Tundra Dweller, and this one is the... We already saw that one. Like one of these guys. So you have to remember these are two different, distinct, genetically altered humans. So it goes into like their social lives and how they interact with one another. And there's an aquamorph. Is that? Yeah, I think this is when they're just starting to come up onto land because all the life in the ocean is dying. There's a tundra dweller catching a duck. Here is a symbiont carrier. So these ones are really neat. They each have their own woodland dweller. Or I don't think they're woodland dwellers. I can't remember what they are. No, they are. So each one has its own woodland dweller, and they're not very smart, but they're big, and these ones are very smart, but they're small. And this is 10,000 years after the war. And here are the aquatics, 50,000 years hence. So that's their separate evolutionary line. Remember, they started out as the aquamorphs and then became these very creepy looking creatures here. Here's just some different types of this guy. I can't remember what one that one is. It's one of these. These are the socials of 500,000 years hence. This one has Dune vibes to it. I love the Dune series. But I can't remember what happens, and you can see the blade on the side of his hand there still. And here's the boat builders. So they can get to new places in their boats. I think these ones are descendants of the memory people. And here's an aquamorph. So they made this like bubble of goo that they can move around on land with to make it easier to catch land animals and find food and stuff. Here's just a little bit about the aquatics 1 million years hence. And you can see that they can get their little goo bubble burst open there. And here's our symbionts. This one now is a hunter symbiont. So just a little bit different. Yeah, we're still 1,000,000 years hence. And here are aquatics again. And the hivers. I don't know what it is about this one having a mustache, but it really creeps me out for whatever reason. And then it carries this symbiont post-human. I can't remember what these ones are called. I know they can't see, but I can't remember what the point is. Oh, these are hivers. That's right. But there's some kind of symbiosis there. And here is, I think this one is a hiver village. Yeah, the hive, 2,000,000 years hence. And here is the host parasite. That is scary. But here are some islanders. Okay. And that's what those are. And then they just feed off of these guys. That's very creepy. This one is a fish eater. And tree dweller. Now we're 3,000,000 years after the war. I can't really remember these ones far into the book super well, except for this one having a long, creepy finger, like an anteater almost, in order to get bugs to eat. Ant-men. And a desert runner. These ones look really cool. And spike tooth. I think my printer ran out of ink here. And slothmen. And here is an engineered pack animal. And engineered food creature. So these were engineered just to be food. And this is Jamez Smoot's descendant. So we saw him go up in the rocket ship. This is 5 million years hence, and this, in this suit here, is one of his descendants, and they come back to Earth without knowing really that it's Earth. And these are the engineered post-humans still that they use, and they come back to Earth and destroy it again because they're humans. What else are they gonna do? And they also have these. I like this drawing a lot. These little creatures, and they just do like electrical and mechanical work. And that is it. But this is a super neat book. It's really cool. And if you like kind of weird, creepy, fringe, post-apocalyptic type stuff, I highly recommend it. You can find a free PDF pretty easy. You don't have to pay $150 to read it. But I love stuff like this, so it's super neat. But I hope that you enjoyed this video and this extremely weird book. If you did, if you could like, share, comment, subscribe, all those things are extremely helpful to me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a really great